Let's paint the Triumph Acclaim doors. Right, well, I've prepared everything now and rubbed everything down, smoothed it off, taped everything up. I've gone over it with a wax and grease remover, and I've also gone over it with a tack rag. So now I'm going to apply the base coat. Oh, didn't fly there. It's a little bit windy out here, but we're going to persevere with it. Now, I've had a couple of messages on my last video, which was video 8 I think, in this partial restoration for this Triumph Acclaim, and I think it was David Thorpe who said that where I said I was going to leave the areas that I'd actually rubbed through and feathered in because I thought that the actual paint would cover it, which it probably would do, but David quite rightly mentioned that the trouble is when you've got transitional layers that the edges will possibly come through with when you apply the base coat on top. So I've taken his advice there. I did actually know that anyway, but you forget stuff, and bearing in mind I stopped this and I'll go do something else. I do forget sometimes, and it was nice of David to point it out. So yes, I went over and primed them areas which had the feathered in edges, and so hopefully we won't get that problem now. There was also another comment on there with regards to me painting the doors separate, and it possibly may not match up with the way the metallics lay down. Well, in an ideal world, yes, I wanted to paint just the internal door jars first and then paint the rest of the car all in one go. That was my first intention. The weather didn't really dictate that, plus I had other things on the go as well, and I ended up painting the door jars and the rest of the car at the same time, leaving the doors. But I mean, yes, in an ideal world, yeah, of course you would, but I mean, this is a real life scenario. It could happen to you. If you haven't got a spray booth, you have to make do when the weather's there, or when you've got other things in your life going on as well. So I'm going to be spraying this now, and hopefully put the same amount of coats on as with the rest of it, and hopefully the last coat is a dust coat. I'll try and apply that in exactly the same way, and hopefully we shouldn't get any deviation between the colour, because the paint's come out of the same paint pot. So I'm just going to get ready for spraying now, and let's put some base coat on. That's one coat. I'm going to go around it now and do another 2 coats, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, okay, sprayed the doors. Good news and bad news. The good news is this side has come out absolutely lovely. I'll just show you that. As you can probably see here, it's taken very well. This is again just the base coat I'm showing you here. I'm quite happy with that at all. It's all come out nice and even. So yeah, it's turned out alright. I don't know whether you noticed, but I've actually left the back handles on this door. I know I spoke about that, taking these off earlier on, but I'd only realised I'd left it on after I've masked everything up. So hey ho, you know, you've got to go with the flow in this, and I'm not going to unmask it again just for that. So it's well masked up anyway, so I'm going to sort it out. But yeah, this side's turned out absolutely lovely. I'm well happy with this. But if we go around the other side, again, on first glance it looks alright, but when you actually look closer, I don't know whether I can get you any closer here. Let's try and get that there. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's actually crazed, and there's obviously some sort of chemical reaction gone on there. So these doors are going to require, that one's done it, and also down on this bottom part of the door on this one, it's actually done it as well. So obviously part of my preparation weren't good enough on this side for some reason, and these things happen, so I've got to wait till this all goes off dry now and reflat this off with 500, and obviously may have to prime that and start again. So that's the first time this has happened on this car anyway. So those of you who do remember the videos for the Piaggio moped, we did actually have a very similar thing on there, but we flattened it all off and we got around it, so it's not a problem. But yeah, I know these things do happen. I've been doing 3 or 4 things today as well, so I've not dedicated all the time solely on this one project, and as a result of that I might have picked up a contaminated cloth and wiped stuff back onto the panel rather than wiping it off. So it's probably my own fault at the end of the day, but you expect these things. But really the paint's gone really well apart from that, and I'm not going to bother top coating these doors yet, even though they could probably accept it, because obviously it means double work cleaning the guns out. So I've only got the primer gun, I've only got the base coat gun here at the moment, which is needing cleaning, so I'm going to give that a clean. Oh, here's another thing I've done as well. Look, I don't know whether you can see, this is the glove box, not glove box, this is the petrol cap flap and all, and we've got a little bit of crazing on there as well. So again, same situation, but initially I don't know whether you can see them little round dots there. Let's try and get them in the light. They're called fish eyes. Now what happened was, when I sprayed this, I normally have a few practice sprays first when I put the stuff in the gun, but I didn't. I just sprayed it, and initially the first stuff in the gun was probably cleaning fluid or whatever, and that shot out and it created a little fish eyes there. So that's what that was there. It's my own fault, I realised afterwards, but as I say, it started to craze anyway, so it's, again, didn't get cleaned properly. But yeah, there we go. Well, anyway, that's the colour on this side, definitely. It's on both sides, but I've got a bit of work to do on the other side now. So I'm going to clean the gun out, call it a day on this one, and let's hope next time I'll show you me glossing the doors. I won't bother with the preparation on that, you've seen that before. It will just be a rub down and a prime over and then re-base coat on that side. Okay, well, thanks very much. Not quite what we wanted this time, but you know, you get these little problems, and I like to show you the good with the bad. We are dealing with unusual conditions here. We're not in a spray booth. Things do happen in your real life. You have got other things you do and you forget things. I've probably picked up a dirty old cloth and wiped it over, so it's my own fault. Anyway, thanks very much. See you again in the next video. Bye for now.